What's up, fiends? Alucard here. Today we're going to do a yearly wrap up. We've got the best and the worst things I've seen in 2022. But today, it's all about the bad. Alright, so the criteria is not movies released in 2022, but first time watches in 2022. So there will be a few that aren't new per se. Most of them are, though. So just know that. So I guess it's time to take out the garbage.
Garbage day!
Huh?
No!
Alright, so these are easily the worst things I've watched all year. And I do have two honorable mentions. So I guess total it's 7 because I have a top 5 or bottom 5, I should say. Coming in at number 7 or honorable mention, whatever you want to call it, is Amityville Death House from 2015. Directed by Mark Polonia. It's about a young woman and her friends stopping to check in on her grandma, who's actually haunted by a witch's curse in the town of Amityville. Now, I usually like the Polonia movies, as most of you know. You know, they're fun, they're goofy, and they're usually a pretty good time. This one, though, is played way too seriously, and the horrible CG in a serious movie just does not cut it for me. And I don't know, all the acting's bad. Eric Roberts is behind a mask the whole time, and he's reading from this book that's actually the DVD set of Evil Dead. Yeah, it's terrible. I hate it so much. All right, and my other honorable mention, I guess you'd call it number 6, would be Eternals from 2021. This is a Marvel movie that's on Disney Plus. It's about a race of godlike beings fighting with lesser beings. What is Marvel doing? And this was so overblown and bloated. I could barely make sense of this movie. And holy crow, is it too long? I remember sitting there watching it, and I was just like, is this ever gonna end? I don't think it will, because it went on
Forever! 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 Forever!
I'm kind of at the point now, if it isn't Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm probably just going to skip it. I just can't anymore. Sorry, Marvel. All right, now we move on to my top 5 or bottom 5, I guess you could say. Yeah, I did watch a lot of crappy movies this year. I watched a lot of good ones too. Don't worry, and the good ones coming. But these are the 5 worst movies that I watched in 2022. Coming in at number 5, There's Snow Escape. This is an even lower budget Jack Frost ripoff, done in the summertime. Yep, a killer snowman in the summertime. The acting was terrible. The script was asinine. The kills were flat. And it's terrible. Just, I would avoid it at all costs. The only redeeming quality was basically the snowman suit. And by the way, I do have reviews on almost all of these movies on my channel. I will leave links in the description of every single one that I've done. There are only, I believe, 2 that I mentioned that I did not cover. So all the other ones will be linked in the description box below. So go ahead and check those out if you haven't. Coming in at number 4, Toe, the to-be original, starring Kane Hodder as a killer mechanic battling twin sisters. What could go wrong? Everything, apparently. There's a convoluted script. There's weak performances all around, except for Kane Hodder. He was good. And by the time it was over, I just didn't care anymore. And it's like an 80-minute movie. So it's not I don't know. It just fell. As I was watching it, I was just like, can he just kill everybody and just get it over with? Like, I don't care about these twins. I don't like. It's just, yeah, it was so bad and confusing. Didn't make a lot of sense, and yeah, it was just terrible. All right, coming top three. All right, now this one might surprise some people because if you've watched the channel for a while, you know how much I hated this movie, and it's only in at number three. Yep, I saw two more that are even worse. Coming in at number three, we've got Lake Fear from 2017. This one's about four girls that go to an evil cabin in the woods. Um, this movie has been a running joke on my channel, as well as other people's channels since the beginning of the year. This movie is just a mess. Nothing makes sense. Nothing is scary. The only redeeming quality was the inexplicable musical number stuck in the middle of the movie. That had me chuckle. Other than that, it's an absolute dumpster fire. And basically, the reason it's probably at number three is because of that stupid musical number that made me chuckle. Because there are two movies that are literally so bad that they top this one. All right, so I actually had a hard time deciding which one was going to be number one and which one was going to be number two. But I'm pretty happy with my decision here. So coming in at number two is Zombie 8, Urban Decay. This is a Dustin Ferguson film, and yeah, it's the pits. This is about a woman returning home with her missing father, who turns out to be a zombie. I think I zonked out of boredom a few times while watching this, and this movie's barely over an hour. Like, it's, yeah, if you know Dustin Ferguson's work, it's, yeah, his movies are really tough to get through. Like, really, really tough. Literally, like, nothing happens. And when something does happen, you don't care anymore because you were so bored getting there. Yeah, it's that bad. The one saving grace in this movie was Jennifer Nangle, but even she couldn't save this atrocity of a movie. All right, coming in at number one, and if you've watched my channel, you may know what it is. Have you guessed it yet? Number one, baby, you ready? Demon Hole from 2017. This one is about a fracking crew unleashing a killer demon. It also stars YouTuber Sam Hain. And yes, that is how he pronounces it. Um, I hope you're ashamed of this movie because I would be. Um, and with an awesome title like Demon Hole, I was excited when I found this at Dollar Tree. Yeah, I found it at Dollar Tree. Yeah, so I own a copy of this monstrosity. Uh, so yeah, I'm like, Demon Hole. That's gonna be awesome. It's called Demon Hole, and while it does work as an insult, that's literally the only good thing about this movie. Um, you'd expect it to at least be watchable, but it's not. It's just, oh, it's terrible. I think this is the only movie I rated 0 bats this year, and for good reason. It's it's super boring. It's super lame. I honestly, really, I can't think of a nice thing to say about it. It's just, I don't know. It's brr. That's my review. Brr. um, Fun fact: it does feature Samantha Scafidi from the Terrifier movies. If you want to see her in something else, and that's about the nicest I'm gonna get about this movie. So there you have it, the worst films of 2022 from the bat. All these films, minus Eternals, are currently available to stream for free on Tubi if you'd like to torture yourselves. And of course, Eternals is on Disney Plus. So, what are the worst films you've seen this year? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. Because if we can't have fun with the bad movies, who else can? Till next time, remember to stay spooky. Peace.